Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Wake Up Wild with Peak Wildlife Park. So I thought this morning we could head into meerkats. I know that we've not seen those guys in a little while, so I've just got them a little treat this morning, and I thought we would bob our head into there, and then it's sort of up to you guys. So we've got a choice. We can either join our keepers on a little pig walk around the park, or we can head into penguins, because as well, I know that we haven't been into there for a while, so I know you guys haven't seen our penguins for a little bit. So if you want to head into penguins after we've been into our meerkat enclosure, or whether you'd like to go on a pig walk, please, it's entirely up to you guys, so let me know who you would like to go and see. So give us a little shout out if you are watching this morning, if you are watching our video. We've got a few people that have joined us already. So I will make my way into meerkats, I'll let everybody else join in, and then I'll say hello to a few people. Sorry, it's a little bit cramped in this area, so I might be swinging the camera around just a little bit. So I've got them a little treat this morning, so I've got them some mealworms. They've already had their breakfast, but I thought I will give them a little treat as well, because who doesn't deserve a little treat on a Monday morning to get us started for the week. So as I say, I've just got them some mealworms, and for their breakfast this morning they will have had some veg, and they also have mice as well, because these guys are carnivores. So we've got Amy just walking past as well. Hi. So these guys are surrounding me because they know I've got them a special little treat this morning. Before I give that to them though, say good morning to a few people. So good morning to Tanya, one of our supporters. Good morning to Nigel, Mark, Carol and Laura. Good morning to Christopher. Good morning to Jane, another one of our supporters. Good morning to Sean, Karen, Kerry and baby Albert, again our supporters. I know you guys, you supporters watch every single one of these videos. Thank you so much for coming back every single time. Good morning to Pauline as well. Good morning to... So Tanya's actually sent us some stars as well already, so thank you so much for that. That is absolutely amazing. So I know on our last video we didn't quite make it to... The best we've done so far is 1,000 stars. So if you guys can send us some stars, please do. It'd be amazing to top that, what we met on our second video with stars. So good morning to Nessie as well. Good morning to Hudson and Debbie. So I've got a meerkat joining me here. Good morning to Claire as well. Good morning to Irene, another one of our supporters. So give us a wave if you're watching this morning. Good morning to Stephen, Lexi and Isabel as well. So Helen has sent some stars as well. Thank you so much guys. I get excited every single time people send us stars. So I've just got a meerkat balancing on my arm at the moment. They are very good balancers. And as the sun's coming out a little bit this morning as well, they're taking in the sun. They're all standing up, basking in the sun a little bit. So thank you so much, Gail, as well, sending us some stars. As I say, I get very excited every single time. So let's see if we can top our previous video of 1,000 stars. Let's see if we can get to that on this video. So I'll give these guys, I'll spin you around so you can see as well. So they're all surrounding me. They know I've got a special treat for them. So what I'll do is I'll spread these out around the enclosure a little bit so they can all get to them, and then I'll let you guys watch them. So thank you so much, Kerry, as well, sending us some stars. Good morning to Catherine as well, who's just joined us. So as I say, let us know if you're watching this morning. So to all you guys who come and watch our videos most weeks, we're making a little bit of a change to the schedule from this week. And that is just because, obviously with the kids starting back to school, we want you guys to have the best opportunity to see these videos as possible. So our Monday Wake Up Wild will be staying the same at 9 AM on a Monday. However, our training video is going to be moving to 4 PM every Tuesday. So it's sort of an after school thing for you guys, and the kids can watch it as well. And then instead of Friday for our last Wake Up Wild, it's now going to be on a Saturday. I think they've finished. Coming to try and get some more off me. So as I say, our last Wake Up Wild is now going to be on a Saturday at 9 AM. So everyone can enjoy it on a weekend. Start the weekend seeing some adorable animals, because who doesn't want to do that on their weekend? So let us know if you've just joined us, guys. So good morning to Stephanie, age 3, and Victoria. Thank you so much, Ray, as well, sending us 50 stars. Thank you so much to Jane as well. As I say, it means so much every time that you send stars, and it's a great way of supporting us. So good morning to Hannah as well, and Willow. She's so excited to come back to the park when it opens. So we can't wait to have you all back as well. So as you can see, it didn't take these guys very long to enjoy their little treat this morning. So they fly through them as quick as possible. They're checking the bowl to make sure I've not left any behind. So as I said when I started this video, after these guys, after we leave this enclosure, where would you like to go? I know that our keeper is just currently taking our pigs on a little walk around the park. Or would you like to go into our penguin enclosure and see our penguins, who have started nesting as well? So we can go into there and see what those guys are up to and give them their breakfast this morning as well. So let me know what you'd like to do. Just keep commenting into the comments box below, and it's completely up to you guys who you'd like to go and see after. But as well, if you've got any questions about anything here at the park, any questions about meerkats or anything in general, then please do pop it into the comments box. As I say, it did not take them very long to eat that snack at all. But good morning to Darren in Essex as well. Good morning to Tanya and Ben and Helen and Claire. So Claire's saying penguins, Ben's saying penguins, and Jane is also saying penguins. So keep commenting, guys. I think penguins might win today. But it is entirely up to you guys. It could still sway the other way, who knows? So we've got Claire asking, how old are the meerkats? So this family of meerkats that we've got, we have actually got a mum, and we've got her young as well. So a few years ago we had a couple of litters of meerkats. So we've got, I think we've got 7 altogether, I want to say. So we've got mum, who is probably around the age of 6, I want to say. And then the rest of these guys are her sons and daughters. So these guys are around, they're between sort of 2 and 3 years old now, these guys. So if you did want to see some adorable pictures of baby meerkats, because they are very cute, you can head back on our Facebook page. You'd have to go quite a way back, but you can head back on there, look at the pictures that we've previously posted, and you'd be able to see some baby meerkats, because they are very cute. So we've got some more stars coming in as well. So thank you to Sean, who's just sent us some stars, and thank you so much to Ben as well. So we're nearly at target already, guys. So we're at 698 so far. So we've got another 400 to go, and we will be beating our best ever video for stars. So Anne's asking, can you show us the baby meerkats? So as I say, it was a few years ago now, so unfortunately I can't show you anyway on this live video. But what you can do, if you head onto our Facebook page and just press photos, then you can go back in our photos and you guys can see what these guys looked like a few years ago. They were very cute, very little, and as I say, they're all grown up now. So we've just got adults in this group. So we've got mum, who is called Layla, and then we've got her sons and daughters. So we've got River, we've got George. I'm not the best at pointing out names, but our keepers can tell these guys apart. So every single meerkat will be a little bit different as well. So you can tell by their colours. So some of them will have darker coloration, that could be around their eyes, on their body, around their head, or a lot of them tend to have different shaped heads as well. So we've got some meerkats that have got quite a box shaped head, whereas some of the others have got quite rounded heads as well. So thank you, Max, as well, for just sending us some stars. So we're getting very close, guys. Very, very close to the target for this video. So please help us out if you can. See if we can beat our best ever stars. So we've got this little guy on sentry duty as well. So he's just keeping everybody safe this morning. Keeping his eye out, making sure there's nothing going on that shouldn't be. Or that these guys shouldn't be worried about. And what he would do if he was scared of something, or thought something was going to come, was something to be scared of, then he would alert the rest of the group, and these guys would run into their little holes all around the enclosure. So you can see here, these guys have dug lots of holes throughout their enclosure, and they've got lots of things to hide underneath. And all under this sand will be a little tunnel network that they've dug out. And then they can run into those tunnels really, really quickly and keep themselves really safe. And they are very cheeky as well. So anytime that somebody comes into the enclosure, they will climb all over you. I've had it before where they've managed to get right on top of my head and just sit on top of my head. So they're very inquisitive guys, very mischievous as well. So if you've got any questions about these as well, please feel free to ask, and I will try my best to answer them. But if not, if I bump into a keeper, I'll ask them as well. So after they've had their breakfast, what they're doing now, they're just making sure they've got every last little bit of feed, and then they will start digging and making their tunnels again. So what we tend to do as well, to keep these guys interested, what we will do, we'll rake over all the sand. I know it sounds horrible after their hard work putting in all the tunnels, but it's a great way of getting them to display their natural behaviours. So we will rake over all the tunnels in the enclosure, and then those guys will start doing those tunnels again straight away. So you have to be very careful when working in this enclosure to not fall down any holes, because these little mischief makers make their tunnels everywhere. So we've got an asking, how do they signal danger? So I'm not sure if you can hear them at the moment, but they do. So they're vocalising to each other all the time as they're moving around the enclosure. So if I stay quiet for a minute, you might be able to hear them. So let me know if you can hear that, guys. If not, I'll try and get a little closer to some of them. But what they will do, so one of them will sit on top, having a great view of the enclosure, and then they will vocalise to each other. So they'll make a specific sound that all of them know that means danger. So what they'll do is they'll all scatter away as quick as possible. And they know that means danger, so they'll scatter away, they'll go into the tunnels. We've got an indoor house here, so they might go into there, and then they will stay in there until it's safe to come out again, and then they'll come out very slowly, making sure that the area is safe again. So it is also a very cute sound as well. I hope you guys can hear it. So what these guys are doing, they're just exploring again. So you will see some of them digging as well. They're digging right by me now. This little guy digging and making his tunnels again. So as I say, probably about once a week, the keepers will rake over the whole enclosure. They'll rake over the top once a day, but they'll rake over and fill in those holes. So these guys have something to do throughout their day, and as I say, it's a really, really good way of exhibiting those natural behaviours, just as they would in the wild. So thank you so much to Bernie, who's just sent us some stars as well. It's absolutely amazing. We're getting very, very close now, guys. So Anne's saying no. I think she's is that you saying no so that you can't hear them? Bear with me 1 second. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you. Hopefully you can hear that now, guys. So we've got Kim, who's just sent us some stars as well. So we've just got to 1,000. So thank you very, very much, everyone. That is absolutely amazing. So I think, looking at what all of you guys wanted to do next, I think Penguins has won it. However, Liz is just coming up this way with the pig, so you in fact get to see both. So you guys normally see it from the other way round. I'm normally on the other side of the glass, but today I'm in with the meerkats, seeing what they would normally see. So they're all coming over to say hello. I'm wondering what's going on. Hi, Liz. So she's just taking Potter and Oatcake out for their morning walk. So you have in fact got to do both, which is absolutely amazing. Perfect timing. So remember guys, if you've got any questions about any animals here, or even about the park in general, then please do feel free to ask those. Or if you've just joined us this morning as well, send us a little wave, let us know that you're watching, and we will give you a big shout out as well. So we've just reached our star goal of 1,000 stars, Liz, which is absolutely amazing. So what I'll do now is I'll make my way out of this enclosure. I'll pick up my bowl as well, we'll leave that there. And we will make our way round to the penguin enclosure. So you guys can see our penguins. So I know it's been a little while since we've been in there, because obviously our penguins are currently in their own little lockdown with regards to the avian influenza in the UK at the moment. So our penguins are in their own little lockdown, where they're behind a fence as well, just to keep them as safe as possible. Got our little piggies coming past. Hopefully I don't get knocked over. So if you've got any questions about our penguins, anything that you'd like to know, please pop it into the comments. And as I get into their enclosure, I think Jo is in there at the moment. She's going to be giving them their breakfast. So if you've got any questions, or if you've adopted any of our penguins, please feel free to let us know who you've adopted, and we will try and point them out as well in the video, so you guys can have a little looky to who you've adopted. And we'll give you a little catch up as well. I know last time I think I came up to the penguin enclosure, we had just put their nest boxes in. So they now are, in fact, some of them are paired up, going into their nest boxes as well, which is very exciting, as it is now coming up to breeding season. So bear with me 1 second. I'll just try and find Jo. But if you guys have adopted any of our penguins, as I said before, please do just pop their names into the comment section and I will point them out. Well, I'll have to get Jo to point them out when I head into the enclosure. So with regards to, as I said, our penguins are in their own little version of lockdown. I have to just put on some overalls to go in there. So bear with me 1 second, I'll just pop you down as I pop on my overalls. So although I might look a little bit silly, all this is to keep our penguins as safe as possible as well. So as I say, they've been in, whilst we've been in lockdown, they've been in their very own version of lockdown. So as soon as I come into the enclosure, so we've got Jo just tacking the nest boxes, making sure that whoever's in those nest boxes is getting enough fish as well. We've got a penguin just on the top, so there's another nest box up there on the hill. And he's obviously in that nest box investigating what's going on up there. So we will head over here and see who we've got in this nest box. So it's quite tricky. Once the penguins are in the nest box, they are identifiable by their spot patterns on the front. So within the nest box, it is quite hard to tell who is who.
I think we've got Toodles and Mars.
So we've got Toodles and Mars in this nest box at the moment.
It's very naughty because Mars isn't paired with Toodles.
So always this time of year, there is a little bit of drama that goes on the Penguin Beach. So it's like they've got their own little soap drama. So I think Toodles normally pairs with Ibis, I want to say. So Mars is actually in this nest box at the moment. But they will do this around this time of year, so they have their own little soap drama. But eventually, they will definitely go back to their normal pairings. And hopefully, we will have some eggs and some penguin chicks, hopefully, within the next few months. So please let me know. So Claire is asking for some of the penguin names. I'll let you answer this one, Jo. I'm not very good at names.
Toodles and Mars in here. This guy here is Paul. This one coming over is Thumper. Behind him, he's just decided to change his mind. That one's Pluto. And then we've got some of the young there as well. So we've got Orville and Reggie.
So Liz actually adopted Reggie, I think. So is Reggie the one on the rock?
Yes, I think he is, yeah.
So I'll go over and see if I can get a little bit of a closer look. But this is Reggie. Might jump into the pool. But he's just chilling on the rock. So you can tell the difference between an adult penguin and a penguin chick. So if I pan over here, you can see that this is one of our adult penguins and they are black and white and very distinctive in that colour. However, these guys who were born here last April, so in the first lockdown, these guys are quite grey in colour. So around their head, they've got that greyish pattern rather than the distinctive white and black. But once these guys go through their first molt, so around, is it August time they have their molt?
Yes. Yeah.
So probably around September this year, they will look like a fully fledged adult penguin. So they won't be in that grey coloration anymore. And they will get their little penguin tuxedo. So very smartly dressed penguins these guys are. So remember guys, let us know as well if anybody has got the chance to send us some stars. Let's see if we can smash our target even more than we have. And go over and beyond. So let's see how far we can get with our stars this morning. So if it is coming up that you can send us some, please feel free. So Adam's just sent us some stars as well. Thank you so much, Adam. And if you guys have adopted any of our other penguins, please feel free to let us know and we will try and point them out for you. As I say, they're all sort of spread out at the moment. We've got, how many nest boxes have we got? So we've got 9 nest boxes in here at the moment. They might not all get used, which is absolutely fine, but we want to just give them all the best chance and for them to decide what nest box they want to go to themselves. So some of them might not be used, which is absolutely fine, but we want to give them the opportunity to decide which one they want to use themselves. So we've got Sean asking if Alton is around, Jo. So we're thinking that Alton might be in one of the nest boxes up at the top. So he could have been the penguin that we first saw when we came into the enclosure. So unfortunately I don't want to go and disturb the nest boxes and just leave them in there to do their own thing. Some of them might as well just be sitting in the nest boxes as a little way to just hide away from the weather a little bit as well. Just use it as a little housing, which is very cute as well. So we've got Claire asking, how do we adopt? So we've got penguin adoption packs and you can pick any one of our penguins to adopt. And you just do that on our website. So if you head just onto our website and then there is a page that I think it's under the shop tab. and you can pick a penguin adoption pack or a lemur adoption pack. And it's a great way to support us as well during this time. But not only us, so £5 of every adoption pack sale actually goes towards the conservation of these guys in the wild. So we work with a charity called Sphenisco, and as I say, every adoption pack that's sold, £5 of that money goes straight towards the conservation work that they do. So they work with these guys in Peru and Chile, which is where these guys originate from, and they work by just protecting the populations that are out there, educating the public as well around that area, and just generally doing all that they can to conserve this species, because they are an endangered species. So we work with them just as a way of supporting them and supporting the projects that they do. And also we are part of a breeding program as well, so obviously we have chicks each year, which is absolutely amazing. We've been really successful with our penguin breeding, so it's a great way of supporting the breeding program. And like I say, we do sort of fundraising throughout the year as well to put money towards Sphenisco projects and every adoption pack sale. So you can just head onto the website and you can pick one of our colony to adopt, and you'll get your own little box with a little teddy, a little pin badge, and a information leaflet as well, all about this species. And I think also a Sphenisco leaflet is included as well, so you can check out all the work that they do, which is really, really great as well. So we've got Sean asking, he wanted to adopt Alton. I'll have to have a look into that. I'll pass it on to the team who deals with the website to see if there is anything that we can do about that. I'm sure there will be. So we've got Reggie just sitting here taking in the sun as well this morning. So the sun's starting to come out and he's just basking a little bit, drying off his feathers and getting a little bit of heat as well. So it's actually quite nice in comparison to our video on Friday, which we were in a hail shower. This morning it's really, really nice sitting in the sun with the penguins as well. So if you guys have got any more questions about these guys as well, please feel free to just pop them into the comments box, or if there's anyone else you'd like to see, I'll head over and see if I can see some of the penguins this morning. Oh, awesome. So if anyone heard that, so Wiggle is around, so we'll go and see Wiggle, who is an absolute superstar in our penguin colony. So she's just sat up here on the grass. So if anybody has adopted Wiggle or would like to adopt Wiggle, this is her. So as you can see, she might look as though she's standing a little bit funny. So she's actually called Wiggle because she has a little bit of a limp on one of her legs. So she's absolutely fine. She's checked over by the vets regularly, but she was just born with a bit of a deformed leg. So it means that she just looks like she's got a little bit of a limp, but she, as I say, she's checked over regularly by the vet, and all the keepers check her over every single day. But she is just super stylish and everyone loves Wiggle.
Nah.
Not hungry? No, not today. So hi to Anita, who's just sent us a little wave. So if you've just joined the video, please send us a little wave or just say hello. Or if you know anyone that would like a shout out this morning as well, please pop their name into the comments box and we'll give them a shout out this morning. So who else have we got over here, Joe?
So we have a Thumper again on the left, and then we have Belle on the right.
So we've got Thumper just over here, my big hand in the way, and then we've got, is this Belle?
Yes.
At the front.
And then Wilbur.
And then we've got Wilbur just behind. So again, he is, or she is, we don't know yet. But they were born here April last year. So in the first lockdown, we had 4 penguin chicks all together. So we had Wilbur, Orville, Reggie and Rudyard. So these guys are swimming around somewhere, maybe in the top pool as well. So we've got Eve, one of our supporters as well, who's just joined this morning. And good morning to Lucy as well, and good morning to Lee. So a big happy birthday to Ashton as well, who absolutely loves penguins. We hope you have an awesome birthday, and we hope this has brightened up your birthday, a good way to start your birthday as well.
This is Sprat.
So we've got Sprat coming along. A lot of you might know Sprat as well, mischief maker. He knows where the feed is. It's not me, I haven't got it. I say you know where it is, I'm not the one with the food. So thank you so much to Lucy, who's just sent us some stars this morning. Thank you so much. So we've absolutely smashing our target. If anybody else can send any more stars, please do. And we'll keep... Oh, got a little bit scared then. And we'll see if we can smash our target even more. So we've got Jade asking, what do penguins eat? Well, it's from Amelia actually.
So these, they eat sprats, so they're a type of smaller sardine, and that's all these guys will eat.
Delicious fish breakfast. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. They never ever get bored of it.
And as you can see, what they do is they'll swallow the fish whole, so they can take up to about sort of like 10 to 15, one after the other. They'll swallow them whole, and then they'll digest them in the stomachs and break them down in the stomach.
You can tell it must be getting a little bit warmer as well. You can see this fleshy area on his face. So who was that, sorry?
That's Sprat.
So that's Sprat. So you can see he was quite red in the face. So that means he is blushing, and that is a way of them to sort of get rid of some heat when they're a little bit hotter. But as you can see, the others are more pale around the beak area. So Sprat is feeling a little hot today, I think.
This is Mo. Mo, you come in.
Mo. So thank you so much. Mary has sent us some stars as well. We are absolutely smashing our target this morning. I'm loving this. Thank you so much, everybody. So we've got another person joining us. Well, penguin joining us.
Scuttle.
So this is Scuttle coming along. And she's quite red in the face as well. So you can definitely tell that it's starting to heat up a little bit. Hopefully summer is not too far away, or at least spring. No, you're just playing with your food today.
I'm going to see who's up the top.
So let us know if you've got any more questions, guys. So Leslie's just sent us some stars as well. Thank you so much. That is absolutely amazing, guys. So this video is the most stars that we've ever got. So thank you so much to everybody that has sent us stars today, and that has sent us stars on previous videos as well. It honestly means so much to us all. And please feel free, let us know if you've got any more questions. So we've got Stephen just asking if Orion is around.
I think he's up in that pink nest box.
Oh.
Been in there giving him.
So he's had his breakfast this morning, but Orion is actually... So Orion normally pairs with, is it Belle?
Belle, yeah.
So Orion normally pairs with Belle, who's the penguin just on the outside there. But he is actually in his nest box, we think, up on the top there, so that pink nest box. So fingers crossed Belle might join him at some point. So we've got Jane asking, how many penguins do we have in total?
We've got 22 altogether.
22 at the moment, and then hopefully might have some little pitter-patter of penguin chick feet in the next couple of months. And hopefully it'll be when you guys can come back as well, so you can see them for yourself as well and watch them on their journey as they grow. So thank you so much to everybody who's joined us as well today. Give us a little wave or a shout out before the video ends if you want to. Or if anybody's going to be watching this video later and catching up with it, maybe if your kids are at school at the moment but they'll be catching up later, just let us know their names. I'll give them a little shout out, and then it feels like they've not missed out at all. So Good morning to Kim's sister Kelly and Amy. We hope you guys are doing okay. So hi to Della as well, who's just joined us. So these guys are just, what they normally do is once they've had their breakfast, they'll go for a little swim in the pool. So they're quite messy eaters, so they'll clean themselves up a little bit, go for a little swim. You can see them shaking themselves in the water, getting all the dirt off them. And as well, just go for a little swim, get a little bit warmer as well, so that'll keep them warm as they swim around throughout the day. And then we've got Wiggle still just behind us there, just doing our own thing. So Wiggle is a true favourite with our keepers here. I know our head keeper Yaz, Wiggle is her absolute favourite penguin, just because she's got such a personality. She does stand out from the rest, which is great as well. She's just a little character, Wiggle is. So if you want to adopt any of our penguins, Wiggle is definitely one of the penguins to adopt, because she is just so great. So thank you, Tanya, for sending us some more stars as well. That's absolutely amazing, guys. We are absolutely smashing it this morning. So if no one has any more questions, I think we will leave it there for today. But thank you so much for coming and joining us. And thank you to everybody who has sent us stars. It honestly means so much to everyone here at the park. It is a great way of not only supporting us, but it lets us know that you're enjoying these videos still as much as we're enjoying doing them for you. So as I say, we've had a little bit of a change of schedule this week. So tomorrow, our training video with the goats. It's going to be our third week of catching up, I think, with our goats. And that is going to be a little bit later at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So if your kids have finished school, then they can catch up with it as well, and they can watch it live and we can see how we get on. So 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then don't forget, our Wake Up Wild is now moving to a Saturday at 9 a.m. So we won't be here on Friday at 9 a.m. It'll be Saturday. So we look forward to seeing you. And if there is anybody you would like to see on those videos in particular, then please do let us know. Or if there's anything that you want to do, we've done some trails a couple of times. So if you'd like to see that kind of thing again, then please do let us know. We want these videos to be for you guys as well. So we want you to enjoy them as much as possible. So thank you very much to everybody who's joined us, and we will see you soon.